Well, I have a certain experience of speaking and working with people who have homosexual inclinations.
I do have some updates on the situation with Hilarion, Bishop Hilarion in the Eastern Orthodox Church. We had seen previously, I had shown you all some videos where Bishop Hilarion, who is really high up in the Eastern Orthodox Church for the Moscow Patriarchate, there were some videos or pictures, I should say, released of him sleeping on a guy's chest. Because right here, you could clearly see the Metropolitan laying on a man who's wearing a polo t-shirt. He's kind of laying there, which is right around the crotch area, the stomach area, the chest area. Guess what t-shirt he's wearing right there? Good old polo shirt with some blue pants. And you look over here, and it's a polo shirt with some blue pants. The guy whose chest he was allegedly sleeping on is the one who released the video or pictures. I then showed you all other pictures where he's wearing the same shirt, so we know who the guy is. We were wondering, hey, what's going on with that? You know, what's going on? What's taken them so long to investigate this issue? Because there's an accusation that he had this inappropriate relationship with a male for quite some time, his own subdeacon, and there was a lot of other stuff surrounding it. And I covered all of that in detail, and the Eastern Orthodox Church was going to be investigating it. But what they did is they quietly determined that he needs to be removed from ministry. They kept it really vague as to why. And they just said effectively he's not fit for ministry. So they shuffled him to a really tiny place where he is now functioning as a priest and still is in ministry. So they pulled a page out of what many Catholic bishops did for years. And that is take people who are seemingly very guilty of all sorts of scandals, and instead of completely removing them from ministry, send them to a different place and maybe the backwoods of the middle of nowhere and have them function as a priest there. That's what the Orthodox Church has done here. And so really sad to see that, but I did want to bring that to y'all as an update. I think it slipped under the radar because this happened a few months ago and nobody reported on it. Then again, nobody reported on the issue with him to begin with for the most part. It's interesting how that one slipped under the radar for almost everyone. It's also interesting it was Hilarion, given that we've seen pictures of him sleeping on the man's chest. It's interesting that he was trying to bash the Catholic Church for fiducia supplicans on the question of blessing for homosexual couples.
Vladika, what did you think when you first heard of this document and saw what it had to say? What were your initial impressions?
Well, my initial impression was a kind of a shock, because I think we always cite the Roman Catholic Church as a beacon of traditional Christianity.
If a gay man or woman comes to your church, how can you help me? What would you say to them as a pastor?
Well, I have a certain experience of speaking and working with people who have homosexual inclinations.
I thought it was curious that he was criticizing the Catholic Church for that. Meanwhile, there are pictures of him sleeping on a man's chest. Kind of weird. Anyways, wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. Everybody hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you appreciate this channel. By the way, I just posted earlier a really good video on the Council of Chalcedon and all of the chaos associated with the Fourth Ecumenical Council. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's up today. Are you seeking clarity in the midst of confusion about Eastern Orthodoxy and Catholicism? In my book, Answering Orthodoxy, I offer a biblical and historical response to the most common objections that Eastern Orthodox offer against the Catholic Church. This book is for anyone searching for the truth, whether you're Catholic, Orthodox, or simply trying to make sense of the differences between Catholics and Orthodox. Order your copy today and discover the rational, biblical, and historical basis for the Catholic Church. Visit Amazon to order your copy today. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and if you want to support the channel, visit patreon.com/Reason and Theology.